Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. Today I'm joined by Andrea, you know him as Josta11, and we're taking a closer look at, quite frankly, some incredibly impressive World War I aircraft. I mean, the flying boat alone looks like something straight up out of a steampunk comic book. You know what I mean? So some pretty crazy color schemes and everything we're dealing with here. Which one do you want to start with?
Let's start with the Austro-Hungarian one.
Sweet.
So this whole lineup is just an example of how fast technology was advancing. So this was already active when war started, and it's basically a sailboat with wings and an engine.
Yeah, right.
That's it. It's a sailboat with wings and an engine. That's it. And in spite of its look, it's actually the first plane to ever sink a submarine.
Wow. Okay, cool piece of history there.
I think it's the exact L131 that did it, but yeah, it sunk. It's the first plane to ever sink a submarine, so it holds a world record. So it was a pretty effective reconnaissance plane. It flew over the Adriatic Sea, so it flew against the Italians. And the Italians actually captured one and built the Macchi M5 out of this same plane. Exactly same plane, because it was an excellent plane, maneuverable, and pretty effective in what it had to do, and also pretty sturdy in spite of its look. And we have...
You could say that about the model too, to be totally honest, because it definitely doesn't look like something that's, it'd be super sturdy. But both of these builds, despite the size, are really nice.
Rock solid. So we have plenty of functions, of course. Spinning propeller in the back, because it had a pushing propeller, rudder and ailerons here. And in the front, some detailing. We have Maxim MG that the observer used to man, and then we have two bombs on the side. So the pilot would actually, he had like a lever or a string. He pulled the string, and the bombs
the bomb falls.
And they sometimes had like hand grenades to throw down.
Literally sitting on your lap.
Yeah. So when the war started, this was a common sighting over the Adriatic. Yeah. So we have some printing on the side. I don't know if you can see both of the Iron Cross and the unit insignia, and then we had a little bit too many pieces to cover on the top, so we had the stickers and in the back as well. The beauty of these transparent stickers is that you can't get them wrong.
Yeah, right.
Can't get them wrong. On Lego stickers, when they're transparent, sometimes I have little bubbles underneath, bubbles of air. These stickers are perfect and they look very well, so well done, Slam.
Awesome.
And this is
Before we move on from this one, though, I just have to ask, so was it tough to get those guys to be able to sit side by side and not completely throw off your scale?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
It's impossible to get them both. In fact, if you can see, once it's
slightly staggered.
One stud behind, but in real life they will stand one next to each other.
That's a pretty good compromise, though, to capture that side-by-side look.
I had the same compromise on the Electra E10, because on a 4-wide fuselage you just can't get two guys comfortably.
The arms, right.
Yeah, the arms. Lego minifigures are fat. Yeah, very fat.
You said it, you're not wrong.
Yeah. So that's it. And this is a German bomber, AEG G4. It was actually one of the most mass-produced bomber by Germany. And the interesting fact about this is the G4. So there were 3 variants, and these came, and they were so fastly advancing in their technology that they did 4 in a span of 2 years.
Oh wow!
They all entered service in the span of 2 years. So they were constantly evolving. Some of them, I think the third one came in. Entered service when the second one already wasn't in service yet.
Oh my goodness.
So they were advancing
real quick.
so fast. And they had these very specific color schemes that are really difficult to capture with Lego, but so I decided to take the correct colors but with bigger patches. And that's a good compromise.
I was going to say, for brick build camo, that makes a ton of sense.
So it was a short range bomber, because it only had 150 kilometers. That for your Americans must be like 100 miles of range. So it was it could fly very shortly. So it was a common sighting over trenches, and it flew mostly at night when the Germans lost air superiority.
Which your color scheme is indicative of it.
That's what it suggests. So about the build itself, long wings. So I had to add some technique inside to keep them sturdy and steady. course, this one as well is
That's so impressive. I just
Brick-
love seeing that.
brick built. Yeah, yeah. Landing gear, and we have some sweet printing on the underneath. Here, yeah, our
That
well mount.
I love that.
I love the well mount. You have some unit insignia in the back, and then some stickers on top of the wings. Yeah. So the wings on those planes were they have many curves. So it was pretty hard to capture all the slide
Everything,
changes.
yeah, right.
That was a challenge, but I think I managed to capture them all, and of course we have
And kept the
the
functions
usual.
too.
Yeah. So about this, people ask me, these are supposed to go up, both up and down, and people ask me, why don't you make them like they can go up and down? It's a compromise. If I do them like they can go up and down, we have bigger gaps. I don't
Right.
like big gaps. So for instance, in this one, they can only go down. This it can go up and down.
Okay, cool.
And in the back they can't, because I like to have a clean profile in the back mostly. Yeah, so these are all adjustments and decisions that I make while I'm building, of course.
I mean, you are
rather,
composing the model, so
yeah,
it is your
exactly.
preference.
So it has to be functional, but it also has to look good. So we have to compromise there. And so we are missing right now an MG in the
I
back.
noticed that.
The guys in the shop must be playing with it somewhere. Yeah, so there's 2 machine guns actually, and this one can also be mounted to be shooting underneath the plane from this port underneath, and so we have some standard ordnance in the back underneath as well. Yeah, so this is the AAGG4, 3 guys with this one, pretty sweet designs. So maybe Lando can talk more about this new World War I German pilot.
I think that's perfect. Let's bring him in.
Lando, ti stiamo aspettando, vieni.
Brickmaniacs, ciao amici.
Yes.
Yeah, that's exactly how you taught me to say that. Thank you. Minifigures, right? You want to go into minifigures?
Yeah,
Want to talk about
sure.
minifigures? Yeah.
We
let's
have
do this.
Germans and Austro-Hungarian World War I pilots.
Yes. We have a nice classic Brickmania design here. I like that combo of the brown leather jacket and the brown leather boots and the brown flight cap. It's simple, it's effective, gets the job done.
Is it accurate as well?
It's 100% accurate in every way possible,
Cool.
other than being a 4-foot wide minifigure with a 3-foot wide head. So I don't know if they're that wide when they're flying the airplane. Who knows? Got that? Yeah, he's got got the Iron Cross there on his hanging from his neck there. Yeah, that's the guy.
Why doesn't he have goggles?
He lost them.
Lost them? Okay.
He just lost his goggles.
Poor guy. Is he in the front?
Are
as
they
well?
in there? They just
No
you dropped them
windshield
on the
at all.
floor?
Yeah. It's
Did you
not
not?
terminal.
You didn't put goggles with the guy?
I did. You didn't.
That's on you, man. I did not put goggles. Wait, yeah, you're right. That's my bad.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy. Got a nice little scarf there. Blue scarf. The friendly mutton chops.
Oh yeah.
It's like mutton chops, and they're friendly mutton chops.
Are they friendly as well?
That's what exactly. With a flight suit. Where's the other guy? It's a duo that I think
Oh, yeah.
it's a funny
Sorry.
duo. So we have this billowy flight suit, and those guys just look like characters, right? They look like characters, don't they?
Yeah.
They look like they'd be flying an airplane together,
Stanley Olio.
causing trouble,
Austro-Hungarian style.
causing trouble. Got nice little brown leather belts, brown leather shoes. Both these guys just causing trouble.
Causing trouble to
Landing-
submarines.
landing in
the
lakes.
Adriatic.
Is that what's going on in the ocean?
Oh yeah.
Shooting down submarines, up
Yeah.
submarines,
Shooting, blowing up.
blowing up submarines.
Blowing up submarines. Yeah. That's it. That's what they do.
That's what they do. I hear it's the first time ever.
Yeah. It is.
There's these two guys.
These 2 guys.
What were their names?
Wikipedia knows.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia.
Mr. Wikipedia and Mr. Nose.
I think we can wrap it up.
We could probably wrap it up. That is the episode. Thank you, Andrea, for joining us here.
Buonanotte.
That's what he said. Thanks for watching.